Well, out of the possible showers this week, we could see some today, and more about that coming up for you in just a moment.
Right now this morning, another name throwing their hat in the Wisconsin governor's race. We'll tell you who just ahead. And La Crosse is set to host another major high school sporting event. Those details in a live report. College students are helping keep people safe along the river with Operation Riverwatch. Why they plan to expand. Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter on this Wednesday, September 10th. It is 6 a.m. Feel like we just did this. We'll send it over now to meteorologist Art Jarrett. He's busy over there tracking the weather for us. Yesterday afternoon was so beautiful. Such a great day out there.
It was gorgeous yesterday. Yeah. You know what? We're going to do it again today, tomorrow, and the following day.
Oh my gosh.
But for now, we have a little shower activity to possibly contend with this morning, as well as some temperatures in the 50s and the 60s right now. So we're off to a great start. You can see up to the north, a little bit of showers working into areas just by Rice Lake, going into Rusk County as well. Then down to the south by La Crosse, trying to get across the river right now, going towards the airport. And thunderstorm activity has been flirting with portions of Prairie du Chien. You're seeing the fog, low cloud activity right now, getting up to areas by I-94, and that continues on with dense fog by Ladysmith, and then going right back into it. As you can see, by 7 o'clock, you're seeing some patchy fog working to the area, and then eventually it all begins to peter out. We'll get back into Eau Claire, holding on to cloudy skies with fog. That will go all the way into the afternoon as well, believe it or not, with those clouds in the 60s. Holding on to La Crosse, you've got some shower potential, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and then by 9 o'clock, we're just drier, going into opening skies, then back into the cloudy skies with maybe a storm. We'll also see highs today, 60s and the 70s today, middle 70s in your forecast. And the rainfall you see, this is pretty much what we're going to get today, and that's what's going to show for tomorrow as well. But those temperatures are on the rise with the upper 80s in the forecast, maybe even a 90s associated with that as well. Back to you.
All right, Art, thank you. We'll check back in with you later. President Trump, meanwhile, signing an executive action cracking down on online pharmacies. It comes hours after the administration released a new report they say is focused on improving the health of the nation's children. CBS's Jared Hill has the latest.
In a new focus on American children,
Your mission is to make America healthy again.
Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. unveiled the administration's strategy to improve health outcomes.
We are focusing narrowly on nutrition and metabolic health, food quality, cumulative exposures, gut microbiome, precision agriculture, and mental health.
Some elements of the Make Our Children Healthy Again report target ultra-processed food, microplastics, exposure to chemicals, and increasing physical activity.
These are bipartisan reforms. Many of them would be unthinkable 2 years ago.
But the report also calls for more rigorous government investigations into ideas some medical experts have labeled conspiracy theories, from the harms of fluoride to vaccine injuries. Secretary Kennedy himself, a vaccine skeptic. Meanwhile, the White House worked to distance President Trump from the latest release of Epstein files, including the 50th birthday message Trump allegedly wrote to Epstein in 2003.
It's not my signature, and it's not the way I speak. And anybody that's covered me for a long time knows that's not my language.
The White House press secretary said the president is open to having a handwriting analyst look at the letter and accused Democrats of pushing the story for political gain.
The Democrats view this story as nothing more than an attempt to distract from the accomplishments and the achievements of this administration.
It was the Republican-led House Oversight Committee that subpoenaed the documents from the estate of the late convicted sex offender. Jared Hill, CBS News.
Also yesterday, the Supreme Court said it'll decide whether President Trump has the power to impose those sweeping global tariffs. Arguments are set to start in early November. 2 lower courts ruled most of the tariffs are illegally imposed. The La Crosse Center just landed a major tournament that'll bring more than $1 million to the city. News 8 Now's Seth Padilla is live downtown for us with those details. Seth.
The La Crosse Center will host Wisconsin's state team wrestling tournament for the next 3 years, so some pretty big news. The WIAA just picked the La Crosse Center as the new home for the tournament. The event will bring thousands of wrestlers, coaches, and families to the city each year. Tourism officials say it'll generate more than $1 million in economic impact.
Definitely, the hotels are definitely going to see a big influx on those Friday, Saturday night of the event. Additionally, the restaurants, right? Everybody's coming in, and they're going to be at the La Crosse Center for Friday evening. So when they get out, they're going to definitely be needing something to eat.
City officials also view this as an opportunity to showcase La Crosse's ability on hosting major sporting events and a way to attract more tournaments in the future. And now, just to put you in perspective, this tournament is going to be right across the street from local businesses in the area, so it's a big deal. And the La Crosse Center has been hosting wrestling tournaments for decades. Live in La Crosse, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now this morning.
All right, some big news there, Seth. Thank you for the update, and other news happening around the state this morning. Another name throwing their hat in the 2026 Wisconsin gubernatorial race, Milwaukee County Executive David Crowley launching his bid. He says his background and experience in public office have prepared him for the job.
You know, I have a track record of being able to allow communities to invest in fire and police, invest in their own infrastructure, and invest in the quality services that their residents both deserve and want.
Crowley joins Lieutenant Governor Sarah Rodriguez as the two highest profile Democratic candidates in the race. College students are patrolling the Mississippi riverfront to keep people safe. News 8 Now's Grace Monk has more on how they're making a difference.
Operation Riverwatch is an effort between UWL, Viterbo University, Western Technical College, and law enforcement. The program operates Thursday through Saturday from 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. Volunteers are sent out in groups with flashlights, safety vests, and first aid supplies.
Path right next to the river, making sure that no one else is approaching the river right there, as well as making sure this entire area has no suspicious figures, making sure groups aren't coming near here from the bars.
The program launched in 2006 following a series of accidental drownings in the area. The program has been successful at keeping people away from the river during the academic year. But when students leave for the summer, the program loses its volunteer base. In July, Viterbo graduate student Elliot Hines went missing near Riverside Park. After days of searching, officials found her body in the river near Brownsville, Minnesota. Program officials say they're interested in expanding the program to the summer months.
This program, as it always has been, is about numbers as well. If we have interested volunteers that can sustain a program alongside us and the folks that really work hard to make this happen, we would absolutely be interested.
Right now, they have enough student volunteers, but the program is always looking for more.
Between the three universities, over 15,000 students. We can absolutely continue to do this program. This can have an impact. We do have folks that we can redirect from the river. We can help keep La Crosse a little bit safer.
Students currently involved with the program say the experience is rewarding.
The only thing that we can do is give back to the community that has done so much and given us so much. If it's the least we can do to protect our community and protect our fellow students, that is a privilege to do so.
In La Crosse, Grace Monk, News 8 Now this morning.
The push to lower La Crosse County's marijuana fine is clearing its first hurdle. The Judiciary and Law Committee voted 4-1 in favor of that yesterday. If passed, the fine would drop to $1 like it is in the city. Right now, you could pay hundreds for possessing 25 grams or less of marijuana. District 3 Supervisor David Pierce is pushing the proposal, but not everyone is on board.
I look at it as a stepping stone drug into other drugs. And why would we want to decriminalize that and lower the penalty on that?
I think that it's a great ordinance change. I think that it just makes sense. We don't do very many of those within the county, and when we do, what it's really doing is putting a financial burden on folks.
The proposal heads to the full county board next week for any amendments. And this topic is our News 8 Now poll. We asked if the fine should drop. 76% said yes, 23% said no. Fences are up this morning around Cameron and Burns Parks after the mayor cited safety concerns. News 8 Now's Allison Ferget has the story.
We have to provide a safe and welcoming atmosphere in all of our recreational facilities.
La Crosse's Cameron and Burns Parks now officially closed.
It comes down to crime, and it comes down to that potential safety risk or threat, say, to other individuals.
Odegaard says the move works as a reset for the city while they determine what's next.
This is not a solution. This is not, going to last forever, but giving us at least some time to try and wrap some ideas together with how is this going to be addressed.
The parks will stay closed while the city works on a more permanent answer.
Don't have a necessarily timetable on when they're going to reopen. What we as staff will be internally doing is taking a look at, what is that next step? How are we going to address the safety concerns
Sue Graff leads the nonprofit What I Need Now, which provides essentials to those facing homelessness. She says the move leaves the city's unsheltered population without a place to stay during the day.
It displaces a community. We all need community, and they're displaced. I understand the park needs to be cleaned up, but people need a place to be.
Yet Odegaard says the city had to do something to address the increasing safety concerns.
This has probably been one of the toughest things that the city's dealt with over the last decade. We've continued to try, and we're continuing to make attempts on a situation that is untenable all across our country.
Reporting in La Crosse, Allison Ferget, News 8 Now this morning.
We reached out to police for statistics on crime in the parks. We haven't heard back yet. Wisconsin's archery and crossbow deer season, meanwhile, starting this weekend. The DNR has some reminders for you. The season opens Saturday and runs through January 4th. The DNR says it's a great time to harvest antlerless deer before gun season starts. Hunters must register their harvest by 5 p.m. the day after recovery. Remember to wear a safety harness in tree stands and let someone know where you're going.
Just be sure that you're aware of your surroundings at all time and that you may encounter several other individuals that are out in the woods enjoying our state lands or state properties that are open to all.
You can find hunting regulations and public land locations on the DNR website. The Wisconsin DMV has a warning for used car buyers. Watch out for flood-damaged vehicles. That could lead to mechanical or electrical issues that could impact the vehicle's safety. The Packers will wear all white tomorrow night against the Commanders. Fans are encouraged to do the same, to pair with the winter warning uniform to create a blizzard effect under the stadium lights. And the Vernon County Fair starts today. It runs through Sunday in Viroqua. Admission is free for kids 5 and under. There will be rides, food, shows, and plenty of fair fun. The time now is 6:10. Still ahead on your morning news. University workers walking off the job in Minnesota. Job growth numbers get revised downward, and World Cup tickets go on sale. The anxiety surrounding home buying in an unpredictable economy will tell you what you need to know during these times. For now, we're sending you to break with something to put the good in your morning. This North Minneapolis urban farm is more than just a garden. Appetite for Change grows healthy food for the community and teaches kids about nutrition. They also show children how to cook the vegetables they're growing. All the food stays local, distributed within 2 miles of the farm. As you start to wake up, we're leaving you with a quick wake-up call with the view from the Carlisle Theater in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. Stay with us. Your morning consumer news is after the break.
Holman Locker and Meat Market, your place for fresh, quality, local meat. Purchase a minimum of 25 pounds of 90% lean ground beef for $6.69 per pound or 85% for $6.49 per pound. Holman Locker and Meat Market and much, much more.
The camper. It has been a reliable companion for your family's good times. But after years of use, it has shown some wear and tear. A broken window from an errant baseball, a couch that your dog allegedly chewed on, and an AC unit that doesn't work like it should. It's time to call Jim's Truck and Trailer Coachworks. We have been improving your family's camper since 1970. Call us today and we will make your camper feel brand new. Jim's Truck and Trailer Coachworks. Repair, refinish, remarkable.
I do like knowing the person that's sitting across from my desk. I've formed a lot of relationships over the years based on trust. When I see the look on a member's face, when I say, yes, this loan is good, you're good to go, it makes me happy. To me, being the team you can trust is honesty. When you do a loan with me at Firefighters Credit Union, like everything we do, it's not about the car, it's about you.
'Cause everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
If you want selection, then that's what we've got at King Furniture. More mattresses. Did you know you spend a third of your life sleeping? So you better have the best mattress you possibly can. And we have those here at King Furniture with a huge selection to choose from in every price range. Lay down and relax. Take the time to find the exact mattress you want because you're going to be sleeping on this for a while.
King Furniture.
Nice people, nice furniture.
Dear veteran, if you or someone you know struggles with PTSD, family relationships, financial or other hardships, let us help get you back on track. Here at Project New Hope, we offer a no-cost weekend wilderness retreat with only one mission: you. Licensed counselors are available around the clock, meals are provided, and there is no obligation to you. For more information, please visit projectnewhope.net and let us help bring you home.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or get 0% APR with a total value of over $5,800 on this Sierra 1500 model. We are professional grade.
Holman Locker and Meat Market, your place for fresh, quality, local meat. Now's the time to stock up with our fall bundle. Call and order yours today. Eat healthy, shop local at your Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
All right, well, good morning to you as we get into your local forecast. Some pretty stuff out there right now. Hold on to the light rainfall for a fall-like day, possibly getting your forecast. Coming out of the Twin Cities, some shower potential working towards Eau Claire and Ladysmith. We're also seeing down to the south, you've got some light to moderate showers there, maybe even a storm trying to get into the or across the river by Prairie du Chien, and then also a little light moisture up around La Crosse, mostly around mist right now because we have a little bit of fog out there. Up to the north, though, there is a dense fog advisory that is in play till 9 o'clock. Let's take a quick peek at what's happening out there as well. We'll also get into it. Fog is pretty much with Ladysmith still holding on to dense fog going through this morning. Eau Claire is holding on to some patchy fog as well as Menominee. That gets better by the 9 o'clock hour. Everybody else kind of moves back into similar conditions with cloudier skies rolling into the afternoon. Then we get into the fog you can see for Eau Claire right now. That is out there continuing in. Driving is a little bit slower than it was yesterday for sure. You take it out to City Cam here, holding on to La Crosse, looking pretty good with cloudier skies. You've got not much in the fog down to the surface and onto the rivers, but it is still trying to work its way up. So we'll keep an eye on that. So we'll get into it. Current temperatures, 60s, some 50s in there as well. So 61 for La Crosse, 54 for Eau Claire right now, believe it or not. I had it a little bit warmer, so it's changed. So 60 degrees as you get into La Crosse. You're holding on to at least 74 for the afternoon with mild conditions. A little bit of cloud cover still sneaking in. I've got 62 possibly for Eau Claire, as I mentioned. That's not a little off right now. We're looking at 72 for your day today. Holding on to some showers for La Crosse to finish out the afternoon, in and out of the clouds. And Eau Claire, on the other hand, will have the cloudiness remaining as we go right into the afternoon, still staying with it with partly cloudy skies to finish your day. That's a look at your forecast. Get out and enjoy it and have a good one.
In our consumer news this morning, University of Minnesota Duluth workers are on strike. Custodial, maintenance, and food service employees walked off the job yesterday. They want higher pay and rejected the university's final offer Friday. Workers at other U of M campuses are protesting in solidarity. The union says they're fighting for an agreement that meets their members' needs. And job growth was much weaker than originally reported. The government says 911,000 fewer jobs were added in the 12 months ending in March. The Bureau of Labor Statistics revised those numbers down after reviewing tax filings and business surveys. This is part of their annual review to get a more accurate job count. World Cup tickets go on sale today, but you need a Visa card to get in line. The FIFA pre-sale draw opens at 11 a.m. for Visa card holders. You have till Friday to enter the lottery. If you're picked, you'll get a chance to buy tickets in October. Tickets start at $60 for group stage games. Home buying anxiety in this uncertain economy. A recent report shows home purchasers are getting canceled at record rates. In July, roughly 1 in 7 home buys in the U.S. fell through, as Michael Yoshida reports.
Roughly 58,000 U.S. home purchase agreements were canceled in July, according to a Redfin analysis of pending sales data.
Part of that has to do with volatility in interest rates and home buyers just getting cold feet about how much they're paying.
Redfin's Daryl Fairweather says one of those sticker shocks for would-be buyers, rising insurance costs.
You often don't know how much you're going to be paying in insurance until after your offer is accepted. So that can be a bit of a shock if you get this big insurance payment, or maybe you can't find insurance at all. That can definitely cause a deal to fall through.
Another thing that could be at play, the balance of power in the housing market shifting towards buyers. With more homes to choose from compared to just a few years ago, people looking for a new house may not feel in a rush. And if during the inspection period they discover an issue they don't want to fix, or if a better home comes up for sale, then they could feel more comfortable backing out of the deal.
This is not good news for sellers because if a deal falls through and they have to put the home back on the market, it's kind of like a scarlet letter because future buyers think that there might be something potentially wrong with the home.
Fairweather says a shaky jobs market and economy is also causing some to hold off on a new long-term financial commitment, choosing to stay in their current house or even move to a rental until there's more economic certainty and stability. In Washington, Michael Yoshida.
As stated, deals can fall through for a number of reasons, but some still have hope in the housing market. That's a look at your consumer news. We'll send it over to meteorologist Art Jarrett. He's got an update on our forecast. Hello over there.
All right, hello over there. Hey, we have some shower activity possibly working the forecast today, and later on into the afternoon we could see a storm or two. Right now it's a 40% chance, tapering down to about a 30% chance to finish your day. Taking a look at Alaska right now, 61 degrees, feels like 61 degrees out there, and visibility is pretty good, 10 miles. Hey, we've got that chance of showers I mentioned before. We also have the fog, most of which is up there by I-94. So if you're going in that direction, or if you are in that direction, you may want to start your day a little bit earlier, getting those kids out to school a little bit faster today. How about this though? We have a dry slot coming in eventually later on. We'll see possibility of something coming up from the south, from Wichita, Kansas there, an area of low pressure with a stationary front. That's going to move into our region and eventually circulate most of that rainfall from east to west through the forecast area. You can see that for now holding on as we go through the day. You're going to see some shower potential kind of working in. There's another batch of them, maybe a storm or two associated with that as well. Up and out it goes. More clouds come back again as we get into Thursday morning, ushering in some more cloud activity as well going into your Friday. Then eventually we're seeing some possible rainfall coming in for Friday, as you can see, into the late afternoon, early evening, and then some shower potential as we finish out for Saturday going into your evening hours as well. So that's that for now. There's your fog, low cloud activity up along areas I-94. You've got Ladysmith with 0 mile visibility, so that's dense fog. Eau Claire will follow suit as we go right into the 7 o'clock, 7:45, 8 o'clock hour time frame. We get into the day today, holding on to upper 60s to the middle 70s in your forecast. That's going to be a nice looking day, and the winds coming out of the northeast, so they'll be a little bit on the cooler side, so a nice little comfort, giving you a nice little feel of a fall for your day today, and then eventually it's going to warm up for you. You hold on as we go right into the 3 o'clock hour. Most of that rainfall you saw there is tracking out of the region. Still holding on to the clouds as we finish out in the morning, I should say the afternoon. Then they open up as we get into the evening hours around partly cloudy skies to finish your day with some showers coming back, as I mentioned before, from the east going to the west, then crossing the river and up and out they go. Fog becomes an issue for tomorrow as well. Then that clears out gradually as we get into the early afternoon hours, similar to what we're going to see today, and drier skies will ensue. Highs for Thursday, 70s, pretty much widespread. Whoa, look at that. It's an 80-degree mark down there. Prairie du Chien, 80 degrees for you. Boswell will probably do the same thing as well. Then you're looking at New Albany holding on to 79, La Crosse 79, and Eau Claire at 75 degrees. But what's happening? We've got some potential for some opening up the skies, cloudy skies with fog in the morning, sunshine to prevail. La Crosse will hold on to similar conditions as well, with all that sunshine on the way. Then we get into the next few days, you're seeing 70s, maybe an 80s. You get into Thursday down to the south. Well, those 80s come back again for almost everyone as we go through Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and of course finishing out into next week with shower potential and more of those low to middle 80s in your forecast. Alexandra, back to you.
Thank you, Art. One Wisconsin family is praising new technology that helps them stay connected. Their twins are in the NICU, but checking on them is now at their fingertips. We'll explain after the morning sports blitz.
Coming up in the Blitz, goals galore. Highlights from a busy night of MVC boys soccer action on the other side of the break.
Huge selection of rugs and cowhide under the white tent next to Carl's Appliance in Onalaska. Multiple sizes, including round rugs and so much more. Hurry in. Don't miss this one-of-a-kind sale.
Really painful feet. I had no idea what was going on. It's hard to put in words how gratifying it is to have that kind of pain gone.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Are you ready to build your future? Stella Jones Corporation in Bangor is hiring and wants you to apply. The starting wage for laborers is up to $21 per hour with no experience necessary. We will train the right candidate. Stella Jones Corporation is where safety matters and wages sustain a comfortable living. If you have what it takes and can stand behind our railroads, then we want you to apply today.
For
100 years, Drury's Furniture in Fountain, Minnesota has been turning houses into homes. Family owned for 4 generations, community loved, and crafted with care because your home deserves the best. Shop now during our 100-year celebration and take advantage of store-wide sale prices and free delivery. Our gift to you. Celebrate a century of quality, style, and tradition. Find your perfect piece today. Drury's Furniture in Fountain, Minnesota. Shop now during our 100-year celebration. Family owned for 100 years.
For over 25 years, Window World's provided quality products for homeowners around the country, including windows and doors. Every window we sell is custom made for optimal energy efficiency and superior durability. Plus, a vinyl finish means they'll never need painting. Just like our windows, entry doors from Window World are made to last, featuring a durable fiberglass construction that provides up to 4 times the insulation value of wood. When it comes time for new windows or doors, trust America's exterior remodeler. Trust Window World.
Huge selection of rugs and cowhide under the white tent next to Carl's Appliance in Onalaska. Inventory is priced to sell, so stop in today. Multiple sizes, including round rugs and so much more. Hurry in, don't miss this one-of-a-kind sale.
Taking you right inside the action, Friday Night Prep.
Every Friday night at 10, right here on News 8.
News 8 Now, Sports.
Welcome to the Blitz. Well, it has been quite the start to this season for the Arcadia boys soccer team. The Raiders are averaging over 7 goals per contest and are unbeaten through 7 games. Last night, traveling to take on Central. Riverhawks hoping to hand their MVC foe that first loss of the season. 10 minutes into this one, the attack of Arcadia hunting for that first goal. Fantastic backheel pass from Zayden Sanchez to Christopher Urbina, and he tucks it in the corner. 1-0 Raiders. Then it's Urbina making things happen himself, gives it a go from long range, and scores. Away side in control. A little later, Central responds. Alex Heiderscheid with the free kick just outside the box, and that is a great finish. And a nice celly too, but barely a minute later, Urbina gonna drop it off to Oni Zaragoza. He drills it. In the end, the Raiders keep their unbeaten season going, winning by 3. Holman looking to get above 500 this season with a match against Toma. Vikings would get the scoring started with a penalty kick. Braylon Welch right past the keeper. Holman leads by 1. Timberwolves would answer. Brody Habelman getting a nice contest, finds some space, and is going to send it in the net for the score. We were tied at the break, but in the second half, another Holman PK, this time Triton Gomez puts it home. Vikings would pull away late, getting the 4-2 W. And a pair of teams with 1 win on the season doing battle from lacrosse's north side. West Salem would get on the board just 48 seconds into this one with a tap-in goal from Caden Tauscher, with the visitors up 1-0 early. And the rain would pick up in the second half, but so did the play of the home side. Freshman Kai Holzer scoops one up and over the keeper to even things up at 1. But just a few minutes later, the Panthers would respond with Ethan Quackenbush sneaking in the eventual game winner as the Orange and Black get the 2-1 victory. Will any of those goals make our News 8 Play of the Week, which airs tonight? You'll have to find out for yourself. See you then.
Come to the Vernon County Fair. Bring your family and enjoy food, exhibits, and the Midway. Visit our website for events like the Tractor and Truck Pulls, Demo Derby, and Horse Pulls. See the Nikki D Trio on Friday and Saturday night at 7 p.m. Vernon County Fair in Viroqua.
Mike Rowe here with a name every homeowner should know, Groundworks. Now, I've spent time with these guys, and I'll tell you, they handle basement waterproofing and foundation repair like no one else. They're trained, certified, and committed to making your experience great. You want to protect your biggest investment? The name to know is Groundworks.
Innovative Basement Authority is now Groundworks. Call us today for a free inspection.
Your home, a place of comfort and safety, could be trying to tell you something. Interior cracks, sloping floors, hard to open doors and windows are all signals of foundation failure that you can't ignore. At American Waterworks, we use modern techniques and warranted solutions to restore your peace of mind in your home. After all, your home's foundation issues won't get better with time, but it will with our proven solutions. Choose confidence, choose reliability, choose American Waterworks.
Here at Schneider Heating, we have a huge emphasis on culture, getting along, working together. We follow through on our promises, and we get the job done.
We will do what we need to do to ensure that you are safe, comfortable, and happy.
We have a lot of veteran installers who really care, and even more put their mind at ease by installing Carrier equipment.
We're not just putting in a furnace. You know, you're hiring the whole company. You're hiring our service department, our install department, just a ton of experience. We're very helpful.
Here's a dose of reality. Driving under the influence of prescription painkillers is just as illegal and just as deadly as driving drunk. In fact, there are nearly 2,000 drug-related crashes every year in Wisconsin. Help prevent drugged driving, and let's achieve 0 preventable deaths on Wisconsin roadways. Driving on pills kills.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
Come to the Vernon County Fair. Bring your family and enjoy food, exhibits, and the Midway. Visit our websites for events like the tractor and truck pulls, demo derby, and horse pulls. Don't forget the homemade pie auction on Sunday. Vernon County Fair in Viroqua.
Call Hupy and Abraham. They really do mean business.
Fog with a chance of showers this early morning. More about that coming up in just a moment.
Right now this morning, someone else throwing their hat into the Wisconsin governor's race. We'll tell you who just ahead. La Crosse is set to host another major high school sporting event. Those details in a live report. And college students are helping keep people safe along the river with Operation River Watch. Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter on this Wednesday, September 10th at 6:30 a.m. We are back. We'll send it over to meteorologist Art Jarrett. He's got an update on that weather for us. Yesterday was great, and today you say much of the same.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty much the same. Yeah, temperatures will increase maybe a degree or so, possibly. We'll also find ourselves with a shower or two trying to cross the river right now, going towards areas right between La Crosse and Prairie du Chien, with a storm or two in the forecast as well. There's also a severe weather watch kind of moving into the forecast right now as well, going towards Prairie du Chien. It's pretty far away. It's still west of Decorah, so we'll keep an eye on that right now. But the fog is pretty much up there by Ladysmith and Eau Claire. We're having patchy to dense fog, and that continues on. Eau Claire, by the time we get in the 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock hour, they'll see some dense fog, then they'll get better there. You can see everybody gets back to 11 miles visibility or less in some cases. And of course, we'll also find ourselves getting into the current temperatures with 60s to some 50s in the forecast. Yeah, everybody's mixed in with some middle 50s to some low 60s in your forecast today. La Crosse at 61. We'll go into the morning hours through it. We're looking at some cloudier skies, fog, of course, carrying over into the afternoon. We'll see fog still lingering, or at least some clouds lingering, low clouds, getting to partly to mostly cloudy skies in your afternoon. La Crosse will be similar with showers going into the 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock hour. Then we dry out, keep the clouds, and then get some sunshine and clouds returning again. Highs today, 70s, mostly with an upper 60 by Wausau, and then down to the south, we're seeing middle 60s in your forecast. When I return, I'll have a better overview of how this all shapes up.
Thank you, Art. The La Crosse Center just landed a major tournament that'll bring more than $1 million to the city. News 8 Now's Seth Padilla is live downtown with those details for us. Good morning, Seth.
The La Crosse Center will be hosting the Wisconsin State Team Wrestling Tournament for the next 3 years. Now, that's a big deal. The WIAA just picked the La Crosse Center as the new home for the tournament. The event will bring thousands of wrestlers, coaches, and families to the city each year. Tourism officials say it'll generate more than $1 million in economic impact.
Definitely, the hotels are definitely going to see a big influx on those Friday, Saturday night of the event. Additionally, the restaurants, right? Everybody's coming in, and they're going to be at the La Crosse Center for Friday evening. So when they get out, they're going to definitely be needing something to eat.
showcase lacrosse's ability. City officials also view this as an opportunity to showcase lacrosse's ability on hosting major sporting events and a way to attract more tournaments in the future. And now, just to give you an idea, this is the main entrance where everyone's going to be walking through, and I want to give you a sense of where we are, so come with me for a second. Right away, right here, literal steps from the main entrance where everyone's going to be is downtown La Crosse with all the businesses, so this is a big deal locally. Live in La Crosse, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now this morning.
All right, a very big deal indeed. Thank you for that update, Seth. And some other headlines making news this morning around the state. Another name being added to the 2026 Wisconsin gubernatorial race. Milwaukee County Executive David Crowley launching his bid. He says his background and experience in public office has prepared him for the job.
You know, I have a track record of being able to allow communities to invest in fire and police, invest in their own infrastructure, and invest in the quality services that their residents both deserve and want.
And Crowley joins Lieutenant Governor Sarah Rodriguez as the two highest profile Democratic candidates in the race. College students are patrolling the Mississippi riverfront to help keep people safe. News 8 Now's Grace Monk has more on how they're making a difference and how they hope to expand the program.
Operation Riverwatch is an effort between UWL, Viterbo University, Western Technical College, and law enforcement. The program operates Thursday through Saturday from 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. Volunteers are sent out in groups with flashlights, safety vests, and first aid supplies.
Path right next to the river, making sure that no one else is approaching the river right there, as well as making sure this entire area has no suspicious figures, making sure groups aren't coming near here from the bars.
The program launched in 2006 following a series of accidental drownings in the area. The program has been successful at keeping people away from the river during the academic year. But when students leave for the summer, the program loses its volunteer base. In July, Viterbo graduate student Elliot Hines went missing near Riverside Park. After days of searching, officials found her body in the river near Brownsville, Minnesota. Program officials say they're interested in expanding the program to the summer months.
This program, as it always has been, is about numbers as well. If we have interested volunteers that can sustain a program alongside us and the folks that really work hard to make this happen, we would absolutely be interested.
Right now, they have enough student volunteers, but the program is always looking for more.
Between the three universities, over 15,000 students. We can absolutely continue to do this program. This can have an impact. We do have folks that we can redirect from the river. We can help keep La Crosse a little bit safer.
Students currently involved with the program say the experience is rewarding.
The only thing that we can do is give back to the community that has done so much and given us so much. If it's the least we can do to protect our community and protect our fellow students, that is a privilege to do so.
In La Crosse, Grace Monk, News 8 Now this morning.
The push to lower La Crosse County's marijuana fine clearing its first hurdle. The Judiciary and Law Committee voted 4-1 in favor of that yesterday. If ultimately passed, the fine would drop to $1 like it is in the city. Right now, you could pay hundreds for possessing 25 grams or less of marijuana. District 3 Supervisor David Pierce is pushing the proposal, but not everyone is on board.
I look at it as a stepping stone drug into other drugs. And why would we want to decriminalize that and lower the penalty on that?
I think that it's a great ordinance change. I think that it just makes sense. We don't do very many of those within the county, and when we do, what it's really doing is putting a financial burden on folks.
The proposal heads to the full county board next week for any amendments. And we asked you on our website if you agree with this. 76% said yes, 23% said no. Fences are up this morning around Cameron and Burns Parks after the mayor cited safety concerns. News 8 Now's Allison Ferget explains.
We have to provide a safe and welcoming atmosphere in all of our recreational facilities.
La Crosse's Cameron and Burns Parks now officially closed.
It comes down to crime, and it comes down to that potential safety risk or threat, say, to other individuals.
Odegaard says the move works as a reset for the city while they determine what's next.
This is not a solution. This is not, going to last forever, but giving us at least some time to try and wrap some ideas together with how is this going to be addressed?
The parks will stay closed while the city works on a more permanent answer.
Don't have a necessarily timetable on when they're going to reopen. What we as staff will be internally doing is taking a look at, what is that next step? How are we going to address the safety concerns?
Sue Graff leads the nonprofit What I Need Now, which provides essentials to those facing homelessness. She says the move leaves the city's unsheltered population without a place to stay during the day.
It displaces a community. We all need community, and they're displaced. I understand the park needs to be cleaned up, but people need a place to be.
Yet Odegaard says the city had to do something to address the increasing safety concerns.
This has probably been one of the toughest things that the city's dealt with over the last decade. We've continued to try, and we're continuing to make attempts on a situation that is untenable all across our country.
Reporting in La Crosse, Allison Ferget, News 8 Now this morning.
We reached out to police for some data on the crime in the parks, but we haven't heard back yet. Wisconsin's archery and crossbow deer season starts this weekend. The DNR has some reminders for you. It opens Saturday, running through January 4th. The DNR says it's a great time to harvest antlerless deer before gun season starts. Hunters must register their harvest by 5 p.m. the day after recovery. Remember to wear your safety harness in tree stands and let someone know where you're going.
Just be sure that you're aware of your surroundings at all time and that you may encounter several other individuals that are out in the woods enjoying our state lands or state properties that are open to all.
You can find hunting regulations and public land locations on the DNR's website. And the Packers will wear all white for tomorrow night's game against the Commanders. Fans are encouraged to wear all white to pair with the winter warning uniform to create a blizzard effect under the stadium lights. Art, maybe we should wear white tomorrow. The Vernon County Fair starts today. It runs through Sunday in Viroqua. Admission is free for children 5 and under. There'll be rides, food shows, exhibits, and more to enjoy. A Green Bay hospital is using new technology to let parents watch their NICU babies from their phones. St. Vincent Children's Hospital launching the Angel Eye system, the first of its kind in Northeast Wisconsin. Twins Colton and Colby were the first babies to use the technology. The premature twins were born 3 months early and aren't ready to go home yet. The cameras let parents check on their babies anytime, even when they're at work.
Yes, it makes it a lot easier because I feel like I don't have to call in the middle of the night. I can just kind of go onto the camera and check on them.
The Meyerhoffers love it and say they peek at their babies several times a day. And now we'll send it over to meteorologist Art Jarrett. He's got an update on our Wednesday morning commute.
I don't know, Alexandra. Is it a faux pas for this time of year to wear white? I don't know. We'll get into some shower activity leaving the Twin Cities, heading towards areas right between Eau Claire and, of course, into Rusk County there. We'll keep an eye on that with some light to moderate showers. Possible mist and drizzle for La Crosse right now, crossing the river, currently with a little bit of a light storm going towards the south side there. We'll get back to thunderstorm activity trying to get across the river as well, closer to Prairie du Chien. We'll keep an eye on it. But you're probably noticing, what's all that gray out there? Well, that's pretty much a dense fog advisory that continues till 9 o'clock. So fog is really an issue up along the northern portion. We've got some dense fog out there right now for Ladysmith, continuing on. It's been like that for an hour now. Then getting into Eau Claire, they'll have some dense fog. Then they'll get back to partly cloudy skies, open up the skies, and a beautiful day will ensue for everyone. We'll get back into it as we go right into Eau Claire. Looking at, there's that fog right there. Whew, it is really kicking up right now. Dusting up. There's a little bit of white out there for you, Alexander. Look at that. That's pretty nice. And the winds are light as well, so there'll no movement in the what's it called again? A flag. There you go. I can see it right now, holding on to the potential. Look at the rivers. A little bit of patchy fog out there right now developing, but not much really affecting your day for your travels. Current temperatures in the 50s, 60s right now. 61 for La Crosse. Eau Claire, about 54 degrees. We'll get into it for the kiddos going to school. A little bit of fog in the morning, maybe a little bit of rainfall as well. 60 degrees. We'll get into at least 74 for the afternoon for La Crosse. Well, Eau Claire pretty much is in the 50s, as I mentioned before. Apologize about that, but you're going to be seeing light winds right now with the possibility of some showers coming into your afternoon. And that's a look at your forecast. A little bit of shower activity for La Crosse getting into the 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock hour this morning. Back to you.
Thank you, Art. In your upcoming Buzz Report, Oprah has a new pick for her book club. We'll have more on the tragic love story written by a best-selling female author just after the break.
Don't wait for better water. With Maxwell White Water Conditioning, you get water you will feel good about with every sip, every bath, every day. and easy financing to make it happen now. Call today and start enjoying better water tomorrow.
Right now, you're busy taking care of the people you love. Let Window World take care of the place you live. Window World, America's exterior remodeler. Improving homes, changing lives.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
Fleet Farm's turning 70, and you're invited to the party. Join us September 12th through the 14th for a shot at over $170,000 in prizes and giveaways. We'll have a different giveaway for the first 500 guests each day. Free water bottles, canned koozies, or hats. Plus, enjoy free hot dogs or snacks while you shop special anniversary deals store-wide. Don't miss our 70th celebration, September 12th through 14th at Fleet Farm. For more details, go to fleetfarm.com/anniversary.
For 100 years, Drury's Furniture in Fountain, Minnesota has been turning houses into homes. Family owned for 4 generations, community loved, and crafted with care because your home deserves the best. Shop now during our 100-year celebration and take advantage of store-wide sale prices and free delivery. Our gift to you. Celebrate a century of quality, style, and tradition. Find your perfect piece today. Drury's Furniture in Fountain, Minnesota. Shop now during our 100-year celebration. Family owned for 100 years.
Darling, I believe everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry because you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do. Just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
We got your back.
Tired of hard water and harsh chlorine? Maxwell White Water Conditioning brings you the all-new Dual Media Water Softener. Say hello to softer skin, luxurious hair, and water that feels amazing. Call Maxwell White today, where better water starts here.
All right, well, good morning to you. Welcome back as we get into your forecast. I want to switch this out so you can see on Alaska again. It looks pretty nice out there for folks that are zipping along for this early morning. 61 degrees in your local forecast. Good morning to you. I hope your day's starting out quite nicely. I hope you have a cup of coffee, maybe some tea out there, some water to get you started through the day. Dense fog advisory getting into portions of Eau Claire. You can see that right now, extending all the way up into portions of Rice Lake as well, holding on to the potential for a little bit of fog, which you can see here. And that's why I really want to get a chance to show you that fog is getting dense in those areas pocketed getting into those homes there. So please be careful this early morning, giving way to some cloudier skies, but we do have a limited amount of fog for La Crosse right now. We had some wet on the roadways earlier this morning before the sun came out, but you're also going to see a chance of showers coming into your forecast later on today, well, this morning, I should say, within the next hour, within the next 20 minutes or so possibly. Getting into some of that also for Eau Claire as well with a storm on the way. Getting towards Decorah. We'll keep an eye on that for you. Here it is kind of moving closer. Has an area of low pressure associated with that as well. And as it digs northeastward up into the region, it's going to have an effect that's going to be bringing later on tonight, bringing in rainfall possibly from the east to the west, working back to the area. So going from Wausau all the way back towards Black River Falls and then back towards the river between areas by Winona and, of course, Red Wing. So we'll keep an eye on that as well. So the fog continues this early morning. We'll also see the temperatures for today, upper 60s to the middle 70s in your forecast. Pretty nice looking stuff though. Winds are light, so it'll feel much better on your skin. Not cool, not mild, just really pleasant. We'll get back into it. You can see the rainfall that's here right now. That'll track out of the area. So that's what we're expecting to come across the river and possibly hit Prairie du Chien, maybe even Viroqua as well as La Crosse with that. That takes out of the region. We get back into it in the evening hours, and there's that rainfall. as you can see, coming from, well, it's more like northeast now, down to the southwest, continuing through the area. So from Eau Claire all the way back down into areas by Winona, Red Wing as well. That could come back again because it is an area of low pressure that continues to circulate. It could bring some showers back to La Crosse, but we're also seeing increasing fog from the morning hours getting into the afternoon, with clouds also increasing, sticking away with us here. So we'll get into it, holding on to that fog, low cloud activity as I mentioned. Thursday's temperatures, widespread 70s to the 80s in the picture right there. You can see 79 for New Albany, getting pretty close to that, that mark for 80 degrees for you there. But we'll get into it, how this all shapes up with the sunshine coming in after the morning fog for tomorrow. Then you'll give way to similar conditions as you get into La Crosse. Fog in the morning, partly cloudy skies, mostly sunny skies, back to partly cloudy skies and finish out the day like that as well. Highs for Friday, well, you're looking at 76 to around the lower 80s, middle 80s in the forecast as well. Looking pretty nice for everybody. Then Saturday, we'll fix that banner one of these days, but you can see, I wanted to show Alexandra, 89 degrees in New Albany, 88 Prairie du Chien, and more of those 80s continue to track in the area there, but we're still shy of the 90-degree mark, holding on to increasing clouds for the day for tomorrow. Then eventually as we get into the clouds, well, this is what you're looking at. Sunshine coming abound as we go into the next couple of days. You'll see that, 70s, 80s, upper 80s, and then the middle 80s come back again for next week with more showers on the way.
All right, Art, thank you for that. And in your Morning Buzz report, Oprah has picked a new book for her book club. She chose Elizabeth Gilbert's new memoir, All the Way to the River. The Eat, Pray, Love author writes about her relationship with her best friend, Rhea Elias. The book explores love, loss, and personal struggle. Sydney Sweeney and Stephen Colbert are among the presenters at this year's Emmy Awards. Comedian Nate Bargatze is hosting the show live from Los Angeles. The 77th Emmys air this Sunday at 7 right here on News 8.
You don't want to be a Neil Diamond impersonator. You want to be a Neil Diamond interpreter.
I was looking for the right way to say it, and you just came right out and said it.
Hugh Jackman and Kate Hudson play struggling musicians who form a Neil Diamond tribute band in the official trailer for song Sung Blue. The musical drama about following your dreams, based on a true story, arrives in theaters Christmas Day.
You've created a creature of the night.
Lady Gaga is extending her Mayhem Ball tour. After January, she'll return to the U.S. Valentine's Day with 21 North American shows scheduled 2 months. Tickets for that go on sale today. Stay with us. We have everything you need to know in 5 minutes or less. Your Morning News Now is coming up next.
How do you find the best personal injury lawyer? You ask other lawyers. Every partner at Bygoff & Rohde has been ranked in the top 5% by their peers. Hire the MVPs of personal injury. Call BGR.
At Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics, our goal is to help you and your pet in times of need. We specialize in the gold standard for cruciate ligament repair, the TPLO.
I was amazed to see Bear up and running again so soon. They really took good care of him.
Piper had TPLO surgery and is already running again weeks later.
Fetch made possible, one knee at a time. Contact Dr. Mark Hine at Wisconsin Veterinary Orthopedics for an orthopedic consultation today.
Now at Menards, get an 11% rebate on everything. Trust Menards to have everything you need to get ahead this fall season. Rakes, cleanup bags, blowers, and more. Shop Menards' selection of fall cleanup products today. Take care of bare spots in your lawn with Scott's Patch and Repair Grass Seed. This high-performance seed grows in tough conditions, including full sun and dense shade. Right now, pick it up for just $36.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
I'm a martial artist, a skydiver, a pilot, and all of them require your feet to work. Get up in the morning, and it felt like I was standing on marbles on my heel. When I went into the Good Feet store, the fitting was personalized. It was all about me. You put in the arch supports and your day becomes better and the sun shines, the unicorns run by, and you know, it's a good life. I'm Randy, and that's my Good Feet story.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Chevy makes America's most dependable trucks, like the rugged Colorado, the highly capable Silverado 1500, the powerful Silverado HD, and the uncompromising Silverado EV. In every Chevy truck, dependability comes standard.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Well-qualified buyers can get 2.9% financing for 72 months on Silverado 1500 models. Visit HometownChevy.com.
Some decisions you can make quickly. I'm all in. But when you're hiring a personal injury lawyer, trust me, you're going to win big. Do your research and object to anything less than the best. Call BGR.
Taking you right inside the action, Friday Night Print. Every Friday night at 10, right here on News 8.
The First Warn Weather app. Download it today. You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
A Palestinian craft beer from the West Bank is now on shelves in the UK. Taiba Brewing Company partnered with a Scottish brewery to make it happen. All profits go to Palestinian charities and Gaza relief efforts. The Scottish company is called Brew Gooder, founded to make beer and do good.
The Lacrosse Center will host Wisconsin State Team Wrestling Tournament for the next 3 years. Now that is a big deal. The WIAA just picked the Lacrosse Center as the new home for the tournament. This event will bring thousands of wrestlers, coaches, and families to the city each year. Tourism officials say it'll generate more than $1 million in economic impact.
Definitely the hotels are definitely going to see a big influx on those Friday, Saturday night of the event. Additionally, the restaurants, right? Everybody's coming in and they're going to be at the Lacrosse Center for Friday evening. So when they get out, they're going to definitely be needing something to eat.
City officials also view this as an opportunity to showcase lacrosse's ability on hosting major sporting events and a way to attract more tournaments in the future. The tournament puts visitors steps away from downtown hotels, restaurants, and shops.
Thank you, Seth. Wisconsin's archery and crossbow deer season starts this weekend. The season opens Saturday and runs through January 4th. The DNR says it's a great time to harvest antlerless deer before gun season starts.
Just be sure that you're aware of your surroundings at all time and that you may encounter several other individuals that are out in the woods enjoying our state lands or state properties that are open to all.
You can find hunting regulations and public land locations on the DNR's website. The Vernon County Fair starts today, running through Sunday in Viroqua. Admission is free for kids 5 and under. Plenty of fair fun like food, shows, exhibits, and much more.
All right, we talked a lot about rainfall. Well, you're not going to be seeing much of it on the ground, though. Here's the deal, maybe about 1/10 of an inch or less in the forecast over the next 48 hours. Then we get into this. We get into a chance to mow your lawn. You've had a little bit of shower activity today, and that's pretty much going to be it for the next 48 hours. You get some drier conditions for Thursday and Friday. So you tell your neighbor, I've got till Friday to mow my lawn. We'll get into it maybe into the next few days with temperatures on the increase with those upper 80s in the forecast with conditions to be like this. Upper 80s on the way with warmer conditions and then showers for next week going into your forecast.
All right, looking pretty good out there. Thank you, Art. Thanks for waking up with us this morning. Coming up at noon, we'll have more on today's event at Java Vino, featuring Milwaukee County Executive David Crowley, who just announced his run for Wisconsin governor.